Children, meant for classrooms, navigate streets and motor parks, hawking sachet and bottled water, drinks, pepper, oranges, and selling away the hours meant for learning. As engines rev and their voices mix with the hustling atmosphere, their dreams toward the junction between survival and education. All of this indicate a free education policy in Oyo State, struggling to keep between 18 to 20% of its children population in school.
Because my mommy did not have anything, mo lágbára láti tọ́ wa lọ sí school torí ẹ̀ la fi ń kiri ọjà.
The standard of education is very low.
Mọ́mí ń ta hot.
Street class ló bọ́ sí báyìí sí ló fẹ́ bọ́ sí tàbí láti máa ṣe ìdájọ́ tẹ̀lé àwa kiri ọjà.
Every year you admit and you produce jobless graduates. So the government is not even giving incentives to the youth. There is no incentive, nothing is motivating them to go to classroom.
The reality of some children in Oyo State dawned on me quite earlier than expected when the bus I was traveling on had a bus tire at Shaki, some kilometers before entering the capital city. These three boys you see came out of nowhere to lend a hand to the driver. They brought out a pumped tire from the bus and began to replace the burst one with it, and in no time they were done. The driver gave an old 500 naira note to one of the boys and they left unsatisfied. At Iwo Road bus terminal in Ibadan, the day begins early, especially for 16-year-old Fatia who has hit the road hawking since 7:30 a.m. While her classmates gather for morning assembly at Gbedeogun Community Grammar School, she steps into the chaos of bus queues as streets and motor parks now replace her classroom. For Fatia, hawking was never the plan, but her current situation has left her with no choice than to go hawking with her mother.
I'm selling pure water because they like bread and lunch. They are selling, my mom is selling pure water.
According to her mother, an eviction from their family house in Amuloko, Ibadan, worsened their living condition. This forced both the mother and child to the street, hawking to fend for themselves.
Ló fàtà bí kọ́ káàkiri dábí jẹ́ kí ilé ọjà káàkiri nígbà tí ò sí àǹfààní láti lọ sí skul. Èdè ìwà ẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀tẹ̀ pẹ̀sì SS3 ló fàtà bí gbìyànjú láti máa ta mìírànsì àti bí ọmọ ta ẹ̀mí gáràjì. Ṣé ló fàtà ìjọba ìgbẹ́dà pọ̀ àwa lọ́wọ́ láti ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún wa torí ilé ìdààmú.
As the bus terminal continued to echo the sound of hustling and bustling, we discovered more children of both public and private schools hawking during and after school hours.
The reason why that tí mo fi ń kiri ni wípé kò sí owó school torí ẹ̀ mo fi ń kiri nínú.
For Rokibat, a SS1 student of Choice Mission Comprehensive College, a private school in Ibadan. She sells cold drinks to support her mother's alcohol business, while her father sells clothes in Lagos. Despite making almost 15,000 naira profit daily, she says she has not been able to pay her 15,000 naira school fees.
Torí owó school 15,000. Mo máa ń pa bíi 15,000 nígbà mi.
Fatia and Rokibat's stories are not isolated. Some kilometers away in Ebeda local government area of the state, Baggy, another school-aged girl was spotted tending to her mother's alcohol shop during school hour. This is Ayorinde Peace, and the woman sitting next to her is a POS operator. While her peers return home from school, she sits quietly on a bench waiting for customers with a covered plastic, holding a few naira notes from the sales she has made.
No. mo máa ń lọ dédé wọ́n kàn ní wọ́n bá wọn tajà. School ìjọba ni. Ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ wọlé wọ́n sanwó. Owó ọdẹ, owó PTAT 500. 500.
Amongst other school-aged girls found hawking in Gbagi were 12-year-old Olagunju Halima and 17-year-old Akonde Kehinde, who suffer similar fate.
I am in SS3 class. My dispersed is science. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la is chemist and nurse. Mommy do not have anything. Mo lágbára láti tọ́ wa lọ sí school torí ẹ̀ la fi ń kiri ọjà yìí and my sponsor ká tó tà ó máa ń pẹ́ èèyàn ti rìnrìn ká tó dé bíbá mi. Oh please come and help me, I want to go to school.
These are just a few of the girls in the socio-academic divide in Oyo State that continue to fall in and out of education circle due to reasons such as poverty, failed parenting, social structure, and the struggling education policy. While the conversation goes on about the efficacy of the Oyo State's free education policy, it is more worrisome when such an education policy designed for the masses struggle to keep between 20% of its children population within academic walls. Parents and guardians in Oyo State have lent their voices to the social construct of child hawking on the streets when they should be in school, urging provision of adequate infrastructure to integrate more children, transparency, and the change in public orientation.
Ó wọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn míì kó lọ sí school ṣùgbọ́n kò sí agbára ní àwọn parents wọn. Ìdí nìyẹn táwọn ẹbí wọn gbà tí mo lè jáde wọ́n ṣàkóso pé tó ṣe kàn láti jíjẹ gbogbo oṣù pàtàkì nìyẹn. Ìjọba bá ní láti àpapọ̀ fún wa níbi wọn bí wọ́n jọ tó yẹ lọ mú rìn wá lọ́wọ́ nínú.
Yoruba population in Oyo State is too much because there is not enough schools to put those children, and probably because they are poor, they think they can't make it when they go to school.
Bí ìlú ṣe rí òun ló fà tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ náà tó fi di ẹni tí ó rìn káàkiri pẹ̀lú ọjà lórí. Àkọ́kọ́ òbí mi wà ó fẹ́ rán ọmọ ẹ̀ nílé ìwé bọ̀ látàrí pé kò sí agbára fún un láti fi ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, so kò sí any other option fúrú òbí báyẹn wípé bóyá oníkọ́mọ náà wá ti kékeré ọ́zù lọ, so kò kí ń ṣe pé gbogbo òbí náà ló wù but ẹlòmíì tí ò bá lọ́pṣọ̀n so kò sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣe. And kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀wó náà láyé tá a wà nísìnyí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó pọ̀jù níta single mothers ni wọ́n. Àwọn ìjọba wa náà wọn ò fi taratara ran gbogbo àwa tá a jóbi náà lọ́wọ́ lórí ẹ̀.
Children not going to school, it starts from home. I think one of the problems is from their parents, because how could a child be under them? They will not be able to tell them to go to school. Apart from their parents, I think some of the issues is from the child as well. They suddenly decided not to go to school. Maybe they woke up one day and they tell their parents they are not going to school anymore.
The problems with Oyo State's education system runs deeper and further into the rural communities. A visit to Agege village in the Oyedeji community of Lagelu North local government area exposed the stark reality of education in rural communities as a community teacher decries low pupil enrollment to the school and discouraging attitude of parents to education. In the Agege community, education competes with farming and farming of twins, according to the head teacher. Teachers arrive early, not to teach, but to search for pupils who may have followed their parents to the farm. Finally, after about an hour and a half, we arrived at the school. The headmistress, 2 teachers and 8 pupils were in the school when we got there.
This is Methodist Basic School again, which is situated in a village again along Oyedeji. Mainly at this area, they are doing farming. They are farmers. Mostly, it is very difficult for us to get children coming to school, because when we get there, we need to mobilize them before they come to school. Even at times, if you are not early come to the school, they may have followed their parents to the farm. So the problem that we are having here is that all these pupils, the parents, the standard of education is very low. They don't take education serious. So these are the problems. Even today, we still have some pupils that does not come to the school. They say that they have not washed their uniform since Friday. They follow their parents to the farm. So that is the problem. So and in this village, there's no too much villagers there. A very few pupils are living at this village. The reaction is that we will come because we have not cooked for them. Even some parents will say that after the school hour they should come and eat the breakfast. So even they said that we still have some work at the farm to do. Probably to the next day they will come, or whenever the market day, they can follow their parents to the market. So and so sorts of things like that.
Students of Ifeswakbo Community High School and Monoton High School told them reporting that although school fees were not demanded as of the time of registration, every learning session has been fraught with must-pay levies. At the schools situated in the Lagelu local government area of the state, the promises of free education collide with dues they describe as undue. According to the students, they pay 700 naira for answer booklets during tests and examinations, 200 naira for report sheets, and 1000 naira for building maintenance, among other dues. The answer booklets are printed in the school, with the name of the school printed on it and copies given to the students for their exams.
Every time the mama 500.
Corroborating these claims, a teacher at Mothers College in Kute, Ibadan, noted that hidden levies, lack of transparency, and accountability, among other factors, have caused the loss of faith in the state's free education system.
To our children in public schools, that is not allowing them to show interest in education. For example, there are unnecessary levies that are being placed down on our children in public schools. When the government says education is free, it does not mean that it's totally free, or it does not mean that there is totally no cost attached to it. There are some levies that, or let me say hidden charges, that our students are still paying in schools, and our governments are not aware. Our public schools should be monitored so that the work of the government can have impact. This encourages our parents to be able to send our children to public school.
Efforts to get the comments of the schools on the findings and the accusations levied against them proved abortive, as the principals requested to see a letter of approval from the state government before they could grant such interview.
Go
the Ministry of Education that you want to organize interview with the principal of schools, that they will give you the letter, offering letter that you bring along with you. In any school that you want to grant an interview, they ask for all the letter that is backing up to grant them the interview. They cannot grant an interview without the knowledge of government.
It was the same response when this reporter visited the local government inspector of education and the state's Ministry of Education, where the Director of Education and the Director of Education Planning, Research and Statistics denied access to interview except authorized. However, an educationist and principal of Mothers College exonerated parents of the blame for children hawking during school hours, calling on the government to provide incentives for the youth and more job opportunities for graduates in order to serve as a motivation to the children who are out of school.
A graduate who holds a degree from a very profitable university, prominent university like the Premier University of Ibadan, will be at Onita Challenge frying pop-off, and people still go there and lambast him, insulting his morale. So we do not see education as a priority of livelihood or way of living in the society. We need to be better oriented, and the government should do a lot at lifting the graduates from the mud. Every year you admit and you produce jobless graduates. So the government is not even giving incentives to the youth. There is no incentive, nothing is motivating them to go to classroom.
After several efforts, the Oyo State Commissioner for Education, Segun Olayiwola, briefly addressed some of these concerns in a telephone interview with Dev Reporting. He said the majority of the claims are lies peddled to disrepute the current administration.
In one of the schools in Ibadan recently, they said that in that school, hawking, the student that because of the fee that people have to pay, people are hawking, and they name the school. They name a particular student. Immediately that news was sent to me, I sent it to PS. PS now called on the PSIG, PSTG, the LIE, and I said that I give them 3 days within which to inquire and to I want to see the girl, I want to see the parent, I want to see the principal. They go to the school only to discover that in the history of that school, there is no name like that on the register of the school.
Hopes, dreams, and lives of school-aged children in Oyo State remain hanging in the balance as poverty, parental failure, socio-economic dictates, and the harsh reality of lived policies continue to indicate a struggling education system. Until the system bends towards their reality, the streets will remain their second classroom, and sometimes their first.